We always do that here.
Yeah.
We rarely, go off what just everybody else is saying and everybody else is doing. We go with what our gut feeling is.
Word.
So kind of like this next story we're going to talk about, Sam, man, with your boy Martin.
My boy Martin. Yeah, man. You know what? This is my dude, and this is why it kind of hurts to hear. Now, we were talking about this last week. What came up? Okay, the YG Tiger situation where they dressed up as white chicks. And we talked about it. We loved Martin, but didn't feel comfortable doing Sheneneh. We loved Jamie Foxx, didn't like Wanda. And all these other great stars that we have didn't necessarily feel comfortable with them doing these women roles for whatever reason, right? Well, Martin was on... Who was he on? He was on, I forgot the brother's name.
One of them, was it Jimmy Fallon?
Jimmy Fallon.
Okay, yeah.
He was on Jimmy Fallon. He was talking about the reboot. He was talking about the reunion. And the conversation of possibly doing Sheneneh came back up. And this is what Martin had to say.
I wouldn't mind working with the cast again on something, but I don't think we could do that again.
Maybe like instead of the Marvel Cinematic Universe, it's the Martin Cinematic Universe.
Yeah, well, I would love to see a movie with Sheneneh.
Yes!
And remember, we were supposed to do a movie with Sheneneh and Jamie Foxx with Wanda, and that never came about. But if we could ever get that together, I think y'all would love
God,
that.
no, that would be...
And that's all we need to hear. Oh, God. We grew up loving this man. One of the greatest actors, comedians of all time. Are you excited to see a Sheneneh movie?
Hell to the no. Like I was saying, man, it's something inside me, man, that just won't let me get off this topic and sweep it under the rug and say, okay, yeah, they just actors, they're acting out. To me, it says something to a man who is not really willing to do, certain movies, not really wanting to do, the whole Martin reunion, but wants to willingly put a dress on to do the Sheneneh thing. To me, it screams to money. To me, that it screams to knowing that certain roles they don't want to do because of certain whatever, and certain roles that they know they're going to get the bag for. They know, like, all right, when I put the dress on, I'm getting the bag for this one. And I think a lot of people are also trying to follow that whole Tyler Perry blueprint as well. Even though, people done that before Tyler Perry. Yeah. I don't think nobody was quite as successful as Tyler Perry as far as money-wise as a Madea thing. So now God is saying, shit, I could do it too. Maybe I can take this, to a point that's past, and it ain't got necessarily make with that, with the money as far as that, but as far as getting past the notoriety of a Madea and a Tyler Perry, the big house, the big studio. Now I want to go and see if I could push Shenehneh, and put her past Madea. And I think, to me, man, it's despicable as a man. And I just can't fall back off of that, man. I just can't. I don't know what it is. A part of me sits back and is like, yo, dog, maybe you're going a little bit too hard. Pause. You know what I mean? On the situation. But then my instinct's like, nah, yo, you right on to this joint, bro. Because it's like, why? Why would you want to continue after all the backlash, after all of the, the trauma and stuff that people have been through? Why does it have to be that your top thing that you want to do is put on a dress and be a woman after all the success that you had? That's the only thing you can do, dog?
You think about all the legendary characters that he played. Dragonfly Jones, Otis. He played the security guard. I forgot the security guard's name.
Right.
But all these legendary roles that he could have dressed up as. Why do Sheneneh?
Even not dressing up, he could do shit. A boxer, anything.
Martin's
politician.
a fucking talented actor.
Right.
And would love to see his movies and support his movies. The why is very important. Why do they get the biggest bag doing these kind of things? Well, I just want to know. Why? And you heard the crowd. The crowd went crazy. And and it's pretty safe to assume that crowd was 97% white. They love to see that shit.
Why?
And I wonder why. That's the only thing. Like, I used to watch Martin, love Martin. I think I laughed at Sheneneh one time. That's when she was buffing Wanda's feet and her fucking wig came off and Martin came back out. That shit was hilarious.
Right.
But I did not like, and I was a kid and I didn't understand shit about sex. I knew I liked women. I knew I didn't like dudes. When she was flirting with Kid from Kid and Play and was trying to fuck him on TV.
Oh, man.
And I'm not trying to go that crazy, but she was hitting on him, implying that she wanted some draws from Kid and Kid and Play. That was the implication. So I don't know, man. We can sit back and we do this stuff and we're human beings at the end of the day, so we drop this content and then we can honestly think, are we going too far, like you just said? But it's something to this. It's something to this to where they want to put one of the greatest comedians of all time with the greatest entertainer comedian of all time and want to put these two in a dress, and they couldn't make nothing more magical than Wanda and Sheneneh. Why?
Right.
Why do y'all want to do? We couldn't see Martin and fucking Jamie Foxx in a dope ass movie. Come on now.
We can't see Martin Luther King, Malcolm X, Marcus something.
Man.
Elijah Muhammad movie. I mean, anything. It's the Haitian Revolution. It's all a whole bunch of things in history. And we ain't always gonna go into history, but just iconic figures even of now that he could play, and it could be a bigger thing. Like you said, that hits right on the head. Why does it have to be something that's straight emasculating you? Why does it have to be the number one thing? I don't know, man. I don't want to feel like we going too much in on this. I really don't. So I'm gonna let the people decide. What do y'all think in the comment section about this? Martin saying that he's willing. I think that's dead, in my opinion. I think that's something that is in the past. It was successful back then. Maybe people loved it.
Leave it alone.
Don't resurrect that at this point, man. It's certain things, in my opinion, that certain people just shouldn't do. And I think that's one of them.
I don't know if you saw the movie on Netflix, The Man in Toronto, with Woody Harrelson
Not
and
yet,
Kevin Hart.
right.
It's funny.
Okay.
I like the movie. But these
Don't tell me
things that
getting
we...
his boot.
No,
Oh, okay.
but and the little nuances that make you go, damn. Kevin Hart, he was trying to get into different dramatic roles and things like that, was doing a good job. He's a good actor, but then he went back to the comedic thing, and he was funny.
Right.
But he jumped on a bike and had to grab Woody Harrelson from the back.
What?
He got-
Every time,
He
bro.
got shot in his ass.
On that movie.
Little things that make you go,
Yep.
you couldn't have shot him in the leg. Look, Woody Harrelson got
Yeah.
shot, he got grazed in the leg.
Yep.
Kevin Hart gets shot, he got shot, and I got shot in the ass.
Right.
And then he got a scene where you got Woody Harrelson fixing his ass from the back. Little nuances that go, okay, yeah, this is funny, but is it really funny? Why is a brother always got to get shot in the ass and be bent over and having a white man fix him? I don't know.
Yeah,
Man. I don't know.
I
man.
think a lot of people, man. I'm gonna give this lady a shout out. I think a lot of people are gonna look at Dr. Frances Cress Welsing. She gets into a lot of this, and every time when I read it, I see a lot of the stuff continuing to play out. It's like some type of weird preoccupation. You know what I mean? With sex and a black man's genitalia and his butt. I don't know. You got to get into it. It's just weird because, like you said, everything always keeps coming back to that. You know what I mean? Either that or emasculating and putting them in a dress, making them do something wild, shoot and kill. It's like a culture of destruction that's being promoted and breeded in Hollywood, hip hop, and everything else, man. And whether it's destroying just the image or destroying somebody physically with drugs, destroying them mentally, it's a culture, I think, of destruction, man, that we really gotta uncover, bro. That's all that's telling me.
Facts. And we've talked to black actors in here, and they've talked about roles that they decided not to do or scenes that they were like, nah.
All of them some crazy.
We got to cut that shit out. I'm not cool with it. Even Shave Chappelle back in the day when he was talking to Oprah, there was a scene in Blue Streak where they wanted him to dress as a woman and all this shit. A tiny role, but what does it mean in the grander scheme of all of this shit? Would it have gotten him more opportunity? Would it have gotten him a bigger role? Why were they so emphatic on putting that man in that and emasculating him in a way that he didn't want to be?
It was I was listening to a clip, and actually it was a white man, and he was talking about, I don't know what regime or whatever, but he was talking about when somebody goes in to conquer, the first thing they want to destroy is the alpha male, no matter where they're going into. You know what I mean? And like I said, whether you have the media destroy somebody's image, their character, destroy them them figuratively in real life, it's always like something that's you got to destroy the next individual somehow. So yeah, I just think that real strong alpha males aren't, I think they're represented, but I think it's shunned upon. It's like you always gotta kind of be in a submissive or superior, non-superior role, I think, in a lot of these situations. Not to get too deep on it, but
Right.
I think it's something there.
Me too.
I think it's definitely something there.
Me too. And like you said, man, let the people talk. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
we
let
can
the
talk
people
all
ride.
day.
Yeah.
What y'all think about it? Leave that comment in the comment section on wherever you're watching this, man, and let us know.
Yeah, man, please, Martin. Let us know what you think about Martin, man. Also, R. Kelly sentenced to 30 years in prison. We definitely appreciate you guys listening in to us on the Hip Hop Uncensored podcast today. Been a great show. Make sure you guys share the video, like the video, and subscribe to the channel. That's your brother Sandman, Viral Hip Hop News. I'm your brother O God. Hip Hop News Uncensored. Together we are the Hip Hop Uncensored podcast. Over and out.
Peace.